Hello, welcome to Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John, and we're here in Pittsburgh with the Fenix A319, freshly updated. They were just doing some minor updates. They said that it was not a feature-rich update, so just some maintenance stuff, I guess. Well, anyway, we're updated, and we're sitting here at the gate at Pittsburgh International Airport, and we're going to take the Steelers livery down to Atlanta in honor of their first game in the regular season, which is the Atlanta Falcons. So let's get on board and let's get started. All right, so just to know, the add-ons that I am running are Cabby for our cabin announcements, and I'm also running Real ACARS, a free download from Flight SimTO. And let's see here. Why are you not working? Let's do a reload on Cabby. Not going to fiddle too much with it. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Alright, there we go. And real ACARS, so it uses the Hoppy's ACAR system, and it'll give us a whole bunch of different information based on our SimBrief flight plan. The only thing I found that it doesn't do is it doesn't kill the onboard Fenix flight plan, so or ACARS, so we still get the Fenix load sheets, but still pretty cool. So let's see, we're gonna go get all boarded up here. We have about an hour flight today. We're on VATSIM, but it doesn't look like there's any ATC for our route, so
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board USAIR flight from Pittsburgh to Atlanta. My name is John, and I am the captain of this flight.
USAIR. So our call sign is Cactus 1891. All right, so got...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. My name is Jennifer, and I am the cabin crew member on this flight. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration
Of course,
of the flight.
GSX isn't going to
Thank you
work.
for choosing US Air. Enjoy your flight.
I'm going to turn that down because that was a little loud. You know, I can see why a lot of people are saying that GSX is dead to them. You know, when it works, it is awesome immersion, but to get it to work is just crazy. Alright, I'm going to try one last thing and then we're just not going to go with it. Flew around all day yesterday with this thing and was working. Alright, I tell you what. We do a fast time load. So we're just not going to get the fancy passengers on board. Alright. Initiate our flight. Init request. We are US Air, well, Cactus 1891. Cost index 7, flight level 360. According to SimBrief. And let's see, the CTAF is 128.3. Tell you what, I can't wait to get a radio board or radio controller. .3. All right, flight plan. So here at Pittsburgh, so I got no ATIS. We're going to look at the METAR. For departure, we're going to 31 at 10. So we're looking at 28 right for takeoff. Departure 28 right. No SID. Insert. Since we don't have ATC to vector us, we're going to go direct to AHTIY. I'm going to do a direct climb out to flight level 360. So arriving real world is currently 9 right for arrival. So we're going to program that in the Andre one and the HLRRY transition. It's our 9 right transition. Dolphins? Defense? Alright, flight plan's in the computer. So let's do our initiate. Fuel's on board. Ground control, CVR test. We are aligned, so we'll turn that on. Do fire test. And we'll get the APU fired up. So that APU come online. I think the Fenix sounds are amazing. Alright, turn the fuel pumps on. I'm going to get going shortly. They're all loaded up. Send that to the McDo. The APU on. Chocks and cones can come on. Kill the jetway. So I really wanted to stream SimWorks Studios PC12 update, but apparently there was a problem with that, which has delayed their release. Alright, so we'll shut off the external power and get rid of the cart. Door is closed and locked. Secondary flight plan, copy the active. And we're going to do our takeoff data. I'm going to do, just for fun, I'm going to do a packs off toga takeoff. So we're doing 28 right. Config +1. Force toga, yes. Anti-ice off, packs off. And we'll calculate. Flaps 1 up 6. 154. Or 145, 145, 50. Okay. 45, 45, 50. Send that to the McDo. That checks. I'm going to do full power takeoff. Alright, performance is in. We have another company message. This might be from nah, it's still the Fenix. No worries. Put the flight plan in. let's push back. Alright, so I'm going to use the onboard pushback since GSX doesn't seem to want to work. Connect the tug. And we're going to go nose right. Seems like a good place to stop. Parking brake on. Yeah, let's start our engines up. So that engine sound. Many a times I've sat in the wing seats and it sounds just like this. Oh, that PTU sound. So cool. All right, 2 good engine starts. I'm gonna get flaps 1, arm the speed brake, turn on our transponder, max lamps. The clock is running. All right, so we got CTAF in. Let's double check our routing. Alright, so Pittsburgh traffic Cactus 1891, taxiing to runway 28 right for departure via Victor 3 Tango Bravo Bravo 1, Pittsburgh. Alright, let's get going. Taxi lights can come on. And APU can come off. And we are up 6 for 0.6, I should say. Adjust my seat here. Alright, do a config test. That's good. Controls. Down, full back, full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full left. Ow, my chair keeps sliding. Full left, neutral. Now, that's better. That should work now. There we go. Full deflection. Good. All right. Park brake off. Get a little juice. Also pretty heavy too. So VATSIM has got a pretty new thing going on with this auto ATC. I haven't experienced it yet, but supposedly where there's no controllers, their AI is going to be giving you some basic approach instructions. So it's only been implemented in a couple of ARTCs. All right, cabin is ready. Well, I'm having a lot of connection problems today, so Cabby's not working. BadSim's working though. So that's all that's important. So we got some ATC going. So yeah, Cabby's not working. JSX isn't working. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I had trouble getting my stream started. It's a glitchy day to be flight simming, I guess. So this is the Pittsburgh scenery air that I downloaded from FlightSimTO, where it's decent. It's actually made because the default Asobo stuff is just it's unusable. So they actually brought this airport back and free. Can't beat free. Big uphill. Big uphill, heavy. Yeah, it had a lot of terrain issues. Pittsburgh traffic at Cactus 1891, holding short runway 28 right. Any traffic on final, please advise. Pittsburgh. I really want to get that throttle tech, the Airbus, the V3. So I contacted them and shipped its $1,500. Yeah, $200 shipping. All right, fuel's on. Everything's let's see. Trim is 0.06 set. Landing lights are on. Everything looks good. Let's get out of here. Pittsburgh traffic at Cactus 1891, taking off runway 28 right, south departure. Pittsburgh. All right, ready to go. Hold the brakes. Bring it up 50%. Packs off. Yoga. Toga SRS runway auto thrust blue. To 100 knots, thrust set. One, rotate. Deposit rate, gear up. Alright, we're past estimate, so flaps could come up. And we'll shut off our taxi lights. Pittsburgh traffic, Cactus 1891. Just departed runway 28 right, direct AHTIY. Climbing flight level 360. Last call. And we'll switch to advisory, so we're out of here. We got, oh, that's right, packs are off. So we got pack 1 on. We're going to wait 10 seconds. And pack 2 can come on. And There we go. All right, disarm the speed brake. Flaps are up. We're in squawking mode C. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so we can lose. Just make an adjustment to my VAT radar. We can lose Pittsburgh. I'm going to add Atlanta, just in case some things come up. CTAF is 119.1 for Atlanta. We are on our way. Yeah, I thought this Pittsburgh. Well, since I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so the this livery was pretty cool. Apparently, it's a real world livery, circa 2014, just before the merger with US Air and American. And the Pittsburgh Steelers A319 operated for. Yeah, till the merger, till 2015, and then it was repainted. Of course, I'm sure everybody is getting tired of Fenix aircraft. I'm not. This thing is great. I'm trying to put a little more. I love the 321. 321 is such a nice plane to fly in the sim. Once you get down, once you get past the whole tail strike thing, oh, the thing handles great. This one's a little squirrely. I can't seem to land it good. I seem to always crush the mains into the runway with this thing. I'm gonna try to fly it a little more. Doing some runs with my virtual airline, Virtual American. Probably should have left out of New York. There seems to be more ATC out that way. Maybe somebody will come online. First airline flight that I can remember was out of Philadelphia with US Air. It was a 737-400. And I went to Orlando, Florida from Philadelphia. Actually, I think it was a 300 on the way down, and it was a 400 on the way back. The late 90s. Bit of a cloudy day today. Now that's a screenshot. Like that. I was watching V1 Simulations. It's one of my favorite Airbus guy to watch. Well, it's actually one of my favorite YouTubers to watch, and I highly recommend it. You guys go to his channel too. He's a real Airbus captain, and he did some real-world comparisons of the A321 with the Fenix A321, and the simulation numbers between the two, the real world and the in-sim one, were crazy. They were off like decimal points from each other. So Fenix has really got an amazing simulation going on here. It's almost like the real plane. Almost like razor thin simulation of the real plane. So he recommends that you automatically go and check the progress page. So we're actually set for our optimal cruise. We could go to our max, which is 380, but our filed cruise 360 is actually a good one. Yeah, he said you should always get in the habit of going to this progress page. It's a real world habit. to check our flight, our altitudes. You don't want to get into that coffin corner where VLS and overspeed start really shrinking in. We got a pretty good climb out, 1,400 feet per minute. Turn these cockpit sounds down a little bit. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're flying the Fenix A319 to Atlanta, Georgia from Pittsburgh. Taking the Steelers livery all the way there. Yeah, I'm just sorry guys. I haven't been paying attention. Just reading some of the drama going on with Simworks Studios, their general chat. We've reached cruise. Sounded like a power down. Yep. Drop these sim sounds a little bit. $15.48, so we got about a half hour to our top of descent. Cruising along. Let's see. I think we got 9,000 pounds on landing. If we have any problems, we can make our diversion because we at least got 4,000 pounds of fuel extra. So I'm gonna up our cost index. We can afford, what was that, like 500 pounds of fuel? Yeah. Got some traffic coming in. His estimated time of arrival is 1958 Zulu. See, our estimated time is 1936. We're going to be way ahead of him. Check all our incoming flights. We're going to be way ahead of him. Anybody closer? Delta 782 is going to be before us, so far so good. So let's double check our METAR for Atlanta. Just to keep a picture of what's going on. So we're still 9 right. So yeah, that's not going to change much. We'll do another check when we get closer. So we got let's see here, we got let's see if I can sort this cabby thing out. Now we're in cruise. I really like this thing. I don't know why it wouldn't connect. First time I ever had a problem with it. Wow, jack disconnected? Let's test it. Alright, looks like we're working here. Start. See, why aren't we connected to the simulator? No connection. That's probably why GSX isn't working. So it can't tell we are en cruise.
Hello and welcome aboard. My name is Jennifer, and I am the cabin crew member on this flight. As you could hear from our captain, we are currently preparing for departure, and we will be taking off shortly. Please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. If you have any questions or need assistance, please don't hesitate to ask me or one of my
Bet SimLink or SimConnect isn't working right. Yeah, I'd have to like shut down the whole flight simulator and restart it. That's not happening. Yeah, I'm having connection issues with YouTube. Huh. Like I said, I guess it's a glitchy day to be flying. Let's see if we're getting any messages from real AHTIYs. I would love to see if and no, we're not actually. I'd love to see if one of these real world pilots would review this real AHTIYs and see how oh wow, that's really cool. So we can, so it's talking to the VATSIM. Let's see if how real this real AHTIYs is. It's talking to it, but it's not giving us any messages, so I don't know. It was working all day yesterday. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, we got a couple minutes. So we toured the A321 cabin. Let's check out the A320 or the A319 cabin. Now, if I had GSX running, this would be full of people. So this is the default cabin. So the guy that did the US Air livery didn't do a cabin, but that's okay. The little tiny bit of work that I've done with liveries, I get it. Hats off to those people that can do this really well. Flight attendant jump seats. Very nice, very smooth, no frame hits really. Well, I'm losing like 1 frame per second walking through here. What a day to be flight sim enthusiast. Bathrooms available. Ah, seat don't fold out. at chill mode. Jump seat mode now. We're not going to do that whole way. I actually don't have a good cruise playlist set up. Alright, so let's do our arrival brief. So we're doing the Andre 1. So we got to be at 13,000 feet at Andre. So landing 9 right. So from Smelly on track, heading 203 to Fries, then on track to 275 to Shirt, then on track 275 to Rimac, then on track 275 to Dactyl, and then on track to continue 275 radial all the way to, or track to Stump. Then expect radar vectors for final approach course. So we're going to vector ourselves. We're going to come in underneath. It's going to be a right-hand turn into the ILS, because 9 right, if we look, is on the bottom side of the ILS 9 right, Cat 2, Cat 3. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's review. So our intersection is defense. And we're going to be at 6,000 for that. Cat 2 landing. We're looking at a decision altitude of 1,126 feet. And let's look at the missed approach. So missed approach, climb to 4,000 on a heading of 100, then inbound Alpha Hotel November VOR on a radial of 235 to Connie intersection at DME 30. Alpha Hotel November and hold. Okay. So that's what we'll do if we go missed. Missed is in the system, so special aircrew and aircraft certification required. Radar required for procedures DME. Simultaneous approaches are authorized for this airport, and then the VGSI and ILS glide slopes are not coincident. VGSI angle is 3 degrees. Touchdown zone is 70 feet. Let's look at 9 right. 9 right's 9,000 feet. That should be plenty. I'm going to do a landing calc in a minute. So I'm going to try to make November 6th turnoff. And then S or Sierra Mike 1, well, do Sierra Mike uniform in a ramp 3. So November 6th. So let's see if we can make November 6th. So arrival performance. Landing runway 9 right. Let's dry. We'll apply the METAR. Medium auto brake, full reverse. Manual landing, flaps full, auto thrust will be on. So let's see our .2 UB. So another .30. Oh yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Actually, you can see we go low brake. We can go low brake, but we won't make our intersection. So we're going to do no difference on the idle. Okay. So, arrival brief complete. Alright, 75 miles from our top of descent. So let's get some approach data in. At 6. Really? That was not forecasted. So I have a 3-knot tailwind. That's okay. So let's see, our 3013. Temperature in Atlanta is 35, so we're only going to go flaps 1 after landing. at 6. And then what did I say our so our Cat 1 decision height is 1226. So the approach is 131. The tailwind, I'm going to keep that. VLS is 126. Alright, approach data in. Let's check our arrivals. So it looks like we're the next ones to arrive. And it appears they are still taking off runway 9, or easterly, so. Alright, so our first crossing is 13,000. Double check our CTAF frequency. 19.1. So we'll tune that in when we get closer. 37. So 10. I'll initiate our descent. It'll catch up. I like dropping a little early. Company message. Wonder if Relay Cars has decided to, yeah, so Relay Cars has decided to connect to the sim finally. So, flight Cactus 1891, ETA, departure, we're a little early out. So its times are all messed up because it decided to connect a little later. So we're good. Our arrival brief is done. Looks like everything's set up. So we're ready to start down. Bringing the steel curtain to Atlanta. Gonna defeat the Falcons on Sunday the 8th. All right, let's start down. So I blew the dust off my Thrustmaster TCA Airbus edition because I wanted to, although it doesn't have the manual travel, that's why I want that throttle tech. Anyway, it does have the detents, which is much nicer than my HOTAS throttle. The Turtle Beach flight deck system, that throttle has haptic detents in it you can set up. But it's nice to have that tactile feel. That way you can know you're in the right detent. But I'm really going to try to get that throttle tech Don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I'm going to make it happen. I did pre-order the mini FCU from or mini MCU from WinWing, so I'm waiting for that to to happen. It's got a yeah. So in order to order one, so I got an email from Roberto at Throttle Tech, and in order to order one, Airbus A320 flight box V3, it's $1,300, 200 shipping, and it's through wire transfer. 50% when you order, the rest when it's ready to ship. They said we have a 4-month lead time due to the amount of orders at this point. So by the end of November to mid-December, if I ordered now. Ooh, so 750 now, 750 later. How much would the wife kill me if I was to get that? That's the question. Add some more drag, keep us on profile. So it's just a matter of manipulating the speed brakes, try to keep us on that profile. Wow, that clouds look cool. That looks very real life. Was it 3013? Delta 1516 taking off. We're off profile. Shoot. Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, descending the Andre 1 arrival for landing runway 9 right, Atlanta. Alright, landing lights are on. I got the flight recorder up. Recording to go. Fenix is a 19-mile final. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the approach phase just yet, but I am going to bring us down to 230. Get that flaps 1 speed going. So Atlanta's just over here. this plane does not like to slow down when it's configured. That's its quirk. So I guess there's no auto ATC. I guess maybe Atlanta Center is not the one of the test ones. Alright, so our lights are on. Get the seatbelt signs on. Get the crew in there for landing. So I'm showing 100.106, which was our original. I wonder where it's getting its METAR from. So we're going to come in 5,000. Let's do open descent. And we get it below our intercept. There's our beautiful airport. We're on a downwind. Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, downwind, runway 9 right. Atlanta. Alright, let's get flaps 1 out. Approach phase. Alright, so approach checks. 30.13 in the box, or in the altimeter. Medium brakes. Just talking out the flow to me. Okay. Arm the speed brake. That looks good. And we're approaching 5,000. So, nice. So far, it doesn't look like we're going to get that tailwind, but I don't know. That could swing around. Go flaps 2. Flaps 2 and 180. Looks good.
Traffic Delta 1739, traffic taxiing 8 right by Foxtrot, Atlanta.
Alright, so just waiting for our turn-in point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little past this and then just do a direct 2 so it'll whip us around.
Traffic Delta 1705, landing up runway 8 right, Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, turning base, runway 9 right to land.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1739, taking off runway 8 right, RNAP Rony, Atlanta traffic.
All right, turning in. So let's see if we can make this one an under 200. That's what I'm going to shoot for, under 200 landing. I've been averaging about 250, which hasn't made me happy. The A321, greaser. This one, smashing it into the runway. Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, turning 19-mile final, runway 9 right, Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1739, leaving 3000, exiting airspace to the north, final call, Atlanta traffic.
So he's no consideration. He's gone out that way. Oh, gear. Manage speed. Got 3 greens, flaps 3. Everything so far so good. Flaps 3. We're going to go flaps full. That way we're fully configured and we're slowed down before we capture. Power is going to come up, keep us at VAP. And our VLS looks good. So landing lights on, flaps full. Short final call to go. So, glide slope star, Loke. Cat 3 single barrow 1226 in the box. Looks good, looks good. And I don't see that tailwind. Oh, it might be swinging around. Flight recorder's on. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down, flaps full, landing no blue.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 2969, Bravo 29, push and start, taxi to 08 right, 2969 Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 945 is on a 13-mile final, runway 8 left Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, short final, runway 9 right, Atlanta.
1000.
1000, stable landing. Autopilot disconnect.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Nope. Flared a little too early.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 2969, 3 November, to Foxtrot, to Hotel 08 right, 2969 Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 945 is on a 4-mile final, runway 8 left Atlanta.
parking brake. Atlanta traffic, Cactus 1891, clear the active runway. Atlanta. What do we get? Auto flight control, auto throttle off. Okay. Alright, landing lights off. I'm gonna bring it up to flaps 1 because they're at an outside air temperature of 35. Wing lights and strobes can come off, and we'll start the APU. So let's see here. Let's stop the recording. So we didn't make November 6th, but we did make November 10. Land attractive Cactus 1891 taxiing to ramp 3 via November Sierra Mike uniform. Atlanta. All right.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 2969, lined up 08 right. We'll hold for crossing Delta. We will be RNAV, Ronnie, and eastbound.
And the Delta that's lined up, you can go ahead and wait, I'll hold for you. Or correction, you can go ahead and go and I will hold for you.
2969, thank you, Roger.
Traffic Cactus 1891 crossing runway 9 left. Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 2969, rolling 08 right.
Land traffic to the 945, crossing runway 8 right at Delta, Atlanta.
Alright, so we're taxiing into Concourse C, ramp 3. I think we're gonna gate up, but I'm gonna go right into the replay just to check out the landing because GSX isn't working. Alright, there's our uniform turn. Alright, turning into the gate so taxi lights can come off. This looks like a good gate. Of course, this is the southwest gate, but we're US Air, so I guess appropriate would have been maybe an American. All right, parking brake on. And APU bleed.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 2969 passing through 1010,000. Be my last transmission. Everybody have a great evening, 2969.
See ya.
Passing. Yeah, it's Spirit Airlines is landing and never even made a call. It really is, man. Passing. Yeah, he was a rocket ship. All right, so we're shut down. And the gate doesn't even want to work. Okay. All right, so chocks come off. Let's get our lights on. Actually, we're going to DC from VATSIM. And we are disconnected. All right, so let's do strobe lights on. Beacon can come on. Wing lights can come on. Let's check out that replay. Does not like that. Yeah. All right. Let's move us in a little closer. So we'll do a little critique here and let's see where I'm doing wrong. Kind of like a football replay. We're watching the videotapes of the last game. It's a football reference, guys. Hey, Aviation Geek. Howdy. I am doing very well. Just finishing up the stream here. Checking out the landing. Yeah, see, I think it was too much flare. Drove those mains in there. Well, now Oh, actually, wasn't too bad. Let's look at that. Look at that. That was so. It originally showed. Oh wow. So originally it showed us landing at, you know, plus 200, but now looking at that, that was nowhere near 200. That was butter. My first butter in the 319. That's awesome. Look at that. I want to see that one more time. Turn it off, just let it settle in. Very good. Of course, the G-forces were a little rough, so I don't get it. Maybe it's not working right. Alright guys, well, thank you for joining me on the stream. Thank you for watching. I'll wind that back up here. On to the next one, guys. So, try to wait for that SimWorks Studio to drop their update, and then we're going to do a live stream with the updated PC-12. One of my favorite planes in the whole universe. And I hope that they fixed it, because takeoff's good, cruise is okay, landing is something else. It's almost like my rudders are ineffective. So, alright guys, so I'll see you in the next one. Clear skies, smooth landings. Thanks. See ya.